Hey, welcome to That One Show, where it's the three of us this week. Maybe Luke will be joining us at some point. We're not sure
That's
yet.
a hard maybe.
That is a hard maybe. That is a big if I've ever heard one.
Ryan's here again.
Ryan's here, so
Oh shit.
yeah. I feel like Ryan blends in a lot better than Jerry does.
Yeah, Jerry. Look, Jerry's in the car still. We could have Ryan and Jerry.
Do we dare? That might be too much power.
That might be too much. You should get all three of them at once. You should have like Ryan, Jerry, and The Rock all sitting right next to each other.
What? The Rock too? Wait, did you get The Rock from him or no?
No, I could easily acquire
Okay.
The Rock though.
They have a Shaq one at Staples, and I keep telling Dylan he needs to get it.
He's still there?
I think so.
Man, he's been there since 2020.
Nah, it's a new one.
They're really,
Oh.
they're pretty
Promoted
cheap,
printers, I
honestly.
think.
They're pretty cheap, honestly. They're not that bad. You can get a custom one for like $70.
What?
Which means like I could get Team AGF cardboard cutouts of.
I'm gonna get cardboard cut out of fucking Jake.
Yo.
We should get a cardboard cutout of Chris and just.
I think Chris would be the funniest one.
I'm telling you, I think Chris would be the funniest cardboard cutout for some reason.
That'd be a pretty good cardboard cutout. I'm not gonna
Like,
lie.
it's just Chris. Like,
You have
there's-
Pigeon at every single event, even when he never comes.
I texted him to come today, but he said he was busy, so.
No, I'm sure.
Yeah. But it was worth a shot. But,
Gotta
what do
get-
you
gotta
guys
get a
want?
topic?
Yeah, start us off.
So quiet on set. But then we gotta talk about that because
Yeah.
I just finished it. And
I watched
oh
the
my
first
God,
episode of it.
What the hell?
I did not watch it.
Nickelodeon.
But I
bad.
gotta say, if y'all didn't know Dan Schneider was creepy before this, y'all are crazy, bro. I already been known
I
that
feel
Dan
like
Schneider was a creepy
Most of us knew
motherfucker.
already.
Like,
I was like, wait, whose car is that again?
Oh, hey, what's up?
What's going on?
So, you guys watched Quiet on Set?
Watched the whole
Yeah,
thing,
so-
finished
Dude,
it last night.
what the fuck? I finished it last night too.
Telling
What
you.
the hell?
like I said, but
My
if
childhood's
you
ruined.
didn't know Dan Schneider was already creepy, like before
I mean, yeah.
the show, like you were already like blinded. Like
Yeah.
man was weird. Man is fucking. I didn't watch it yet, but
Should.
I know. I already know. Like, especially I keep forgetting her name. Who played
Amanda
Oh,
Bynes.
man.
No, who played
oh, God.
Sam?
Oh,
Jennifer
She had a
She-
fucked up
her
life
last
because of
episode.
Disney. Like
Yeah.
Disney fucked her up, man.
Nickelodeon.
Nickelodeon, I'm sorry. They're all
Don't
the
worry, next season's
same. Yeah,
Disney.
next season.
Yeah.
Did you hear about Brian Peck though?
Bro, how do you get fired for being a pedophile, go to jail, and you get hired to make Zack and Cody?
Yeah, I didn't even know that till we watched
Yeah.
it.
Touch
It's
it
like,
on
what
children.
They had 3 actual pedophiles working at Nickelodeon with the
the fuck?
kids.
At least
That's crazy.
3 that they touched on in the documentary. Like
3 that got
There's
caught.
probably
Yeah. Fuck that.
Yeah, I watched the first episode, but
You gotta watch the rest.
no, I know I gotta
Yeah,
watch the
Also,
rest, but
fuck Drake Bell's mom. That's all I gotta say.
yeah,
She's-
facts.
I didn't
She's
get that far.
dumb.
But also fuck Drake Bell. So you know what?
I mean,
Yeah, I mean the cycle
At least they
repeats.
touched on it though. At least
Yeah.
Yeah,
They did.
He did talk about
Look,
it.
yeah. No, I'm
Still, you gotta break the cycle somewhere, man. But
Like,
yeah,
I
I get it,
think-
but I don't get it.
I think
Like,
that
no
this is.
But it's not like he was sexually
Yeah.
abusing.
I think what this is really is like, the.
like he was being abused.
I think a lot of this stuff was already like hinted on and known. I think what this documentary did is kind of just brought it to the forefront for everybody to see.
Yeah,
Really,
'cause, like people like us
Put it in
who
the
like
spotlight.
research this stuff because we grew up with it. Like we knew about it.
I already-
We
yeah,
watched the
but,
show.
like,
look,
Yeah.
I've
Yeah.
already,
Dan
I've
Schneider
known
for
for
us.
years that Dan Schneider's a fucking creepy weirdo. Like I've known that.
Yeah.
Like,
Dirty Dan.
yeah.
Anybody remember when the Nickelodeon logo was a foot?
Yes, I just saw that.
It was
Yeah.
an actual foot.
It was
Yeah.
Dan's. It was
Nickelodeon on the
Dan's
bottom.
Yeah.
decision.
Hang on,
Swear to
pull
God.
up
I
the
feel like I
picture.
remember that.
I remember that whole.
I'm telling you, it was definitely Dan's internal decision to make it a foot.
You know what? Instead of the splat, I want a foot.
Yeah.
Tarantino
That
was
is,
in for the
little
day.
I want a
Random
foot.
as-
Give me a foot.
What is the
Like,
bottom
what
of a
is
foot
this?
have to do with
Dude.
shit?
What
Yes,
the
Dan.
fuck?
Did you see he was on a podcast with T-Bone?
Yes.
Yes.
And he's got balls to do that because everything he says, everyone knows it's just bullshit.
Yeah.
Like, trying to
No,
defend
it's
the whole
someone
thing,
that
like,
worked for him. He can
I
just manipulate him any way he wants.
I saw a TikTok and it was just him talking. He was like, yeah, and so we're gonna talk with Dan Schneider, and then he cuts the day, and I was like, what?
I think they tried to be fair too in the documentary by putting his like defenses, like when they put like what he said about what they were just talking about, and it made him look worse, even though he was like trying to make it sound better. But
I don't think you can make that sound better.
no, because he just denied like half the shit. They would talk about something for 20 minutes and give all of the evidence, and then it would put up his quote in response to what it was, and like it just made him seem like his words have zero weight at all. Like he just said the exact opposite of what they just told us for 20 minutes. Like
What I've learned is that big companies can do whatever the fuck you want when you have SpongeBob money.
I mean, facts.
Yeah.
Just the amount of people that defended Brian back then, like
Absolutely.
there was a bunch of like receipts of that.
Delusional
Crazy.
people.
letters
Delusional.
or whatever they
Like
call
I get
them.
it, you know
They
him,
write
and
to the
you
court.
wouldn't think someone would do that you know and trust, but like
Letters of
anyone.
support. or
They
whatever.
will.
Oh, speaking of letters, brother was a pen pal with Gacy.
I know,
Oh,
bruh. That's
What? Who?
Yeah.
John
That
Wayne
part.
Gacy,
Who?
bro.
Brian, the one dude that worked at Disney, had a
The guy
painting
who sexually
from
abused
Gacy
Drake Bell.
and like a whole bunch of pen pal
He had a
letters with
What
picture
the
frame
fuck?
of him. It was
Yeah.
crazy.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Bro, and he was like
And he
hyping
was
about
showing
talking
it
about
off
his
to all
bestie
the
type
Yeah.
shit.
He had a
Yeah.
party at his house for
Oh.
Drake's birthday, and everyone was like, "What the fuck is that?" And then he just started showing it off to everyone and like
Oh my
showing them
God.
all his John Wayne Gacy like collection of letters and shit.
I bet he was a big fan.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. But yeah,
inspired by him.
That is.
it's
That's
a crazy
nasty.
topic, man.
It's really just the saddest part of this is that I could never watch Drake and Josh the same ever
I know,
again.
Yeah, they said it was
No.
most of that happened before they even filmed the first episode of Drake.
Yeah, I
It
know
really
that.
sucks because I grew up on iCarly more, and
Yeah.
like I
That's
fucking
also
love
true.
iCarly, bro. And
That's
that's
also
bad.
true.
I think that is like double tainted for me, honestly, bro. Like,
They
cause
all
like
are.
Drake and Josh is bad, but like, bro, like,
Where's this one video?
Oh yeah,
Dude, Victorious
You
was
can
really
clip
bad
this one
too.
in there.
Lynn sent me a video
My,
yesterday. It
this
was
is that one.
Miranda Cosgrove's 18th birthday or whatever, and Dan Schneider was like standing behind her, like hugging
Yeah.
her and had
That
his
one!
arm
Right
around
there!
her.
It's just
Yeah.
literally
And she
showing
looks
it.
so uncomfortable. It's so
Dude, there's a
bad.
picture of them
And
him
she's,
like
like,
hugging
backing
her, and
away.
she looks like she's about to cry.
And she like slowly.
And he like
steps.
squibbed her from
Yeah.
behind at one point, and she was just like,
Yeah, like,
Yeah.
what the fuck? Why are you
"Cause how do
touching
I
people
react
like
to that?"
I keep forgetting the actor for Sam. I don't remember her
Jeanette
fucking
Jeanette
name.
McCurdy.
Like,
Like, you shouldn't be touching people that work for you
Yeah,
like that in
she's
any
so-
way.
And the video
Especially
of
a
him
kid.
sneaking up
Yeah.
on her.
now that I know all of this stuff about Jeanette McCurdy now, the one thing I constantly think about is the fucking Eric Andre interview she did.
Oh, I didn't know that
Now
happened.
I'm like, oh, that's so fucked up that she ended up on Eric Andre, but also, like, Eric Andre's hilarious. So, like, what the fuck?
That shit was
I'm just like, that's so fucked up.
I forgot she was on it.
Yeah, she
didn't
was in
know
like
that.
one of the
I've never
really
seen that.
early seasons of Eric Andre show, like this season 2.
Oh man. Fucking Nickelodeon. Hey, at least Big Time Rush is still okay.
From what we know.
For
I was
now.
About to
For
say,
now.
from what we
I
know.
don't know, man.
Well,
It might not be.
That wasn't a Dan Schneider show, so
That is true. It wasn't a Dan
That's
Schneider
true.
show.
I think it was made by the same guy who made Ned's Declassified. But I know that has its history, but
Does Ned's Declassified have a history?
apparently so.
What?
I haven't heard much about it, but I think it does. But
I don't even want to fucking know.
Basically, your childhood's ruined.
yeah, basically,
Alright.
yeah.
Look, I already know most of that shit was fucked up anyway.
I mean, all of it was like public knowledge at like the point when some of the shows were coming out, but all the shows were still going off because like Lid was saying when we were watching it, because little kids don't
We
hear
were
about
kids,
this
we
shit,
don't-
They didn't
yeah.
and they're still gonna like the
They
show.
didn't
like-
remove him until 2017.
Kids
Yeah.
don't really like know about that stuff. At
Why
least
would
they
we?
should.
We're there to watch the show. We're not there to like care who made the fucking show.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Especially as kids, it's like
And they put so much inappropriate shit in that, and like we're just like passing it off because we're like, oh,
Yeah, when they
adult
kept
humor.
showing
I think there's
clips
a-
and
I
stuff,
think
was
there's
like,
a-
wow.
But here's the, I think there's a
Yeah.
reasonable amount of that. Like I think you can have a reasonable amount of adult humor. Like I think SpongeBob does it.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
that
perfect.
is-
Yeah,
but
yeah.
It's not real
Some of
people.
the-
It's an animation.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah.
But then
So I
the
don't
clip,
know,
I
like-
didn't even realize the clip of what's his on iCarly where what's his name? Fucking the guy that is cameraman. What's
Freddie?
his name?
Freddie Kress.
When Freddie was
Nathan
pulling
Kress.
up Carly's pants from behind.
Oh, yeah.
And he was
He
going
was, like,
like,
picking her
and
up,
she
he
was
was
like,
Yeah.
Like leaning
He's
over.
trying to
and
pick her up.
Fucking
Like, what
the clips
fuck?
were victorious of Ariana Grande
Oh,
with the
yeah, that
water
was
And the
all
and the
feet in her
potato.
mouth?
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
And then the one Victoria's
She was
Secret
like,
where he's
"Give me
squirting
the
lotion
juice."
on that bitch. It's horrible.
Dude, it's so weird.
Yeah, no, that shit's weird. Yeah.
And there were so many foot clips in every show. Like,
Yeah, a lot of
iCarly,
feet.
everything.
Like,
You're having like physical
Those are
sexual
some
innuendos
soft
in your show. That's fucked up. Like
with kids.
if you make a maybe adult joke, like that's okay.
Yeah.
But like when you go to having a physical gag that's sexual with children, like as your cast,
Yeah,
that's
what do you
They
that's
show
when
so many
that's when you
absurd clips.
that's when you've crossed
Yeah.
the line.
Oh,
Yeah.
It's nasty.
it's rough.
It just makes you feel uneasy
And the
watching it
behind
now.
the scenes shit was worse than what was on the show.
Yeah.
Yuck.
It's just a depressing topic. What a way to start this podcast.
I had to. I
Yeah,
had
No.
it's a big thing.
It
that
is
just
the
happened,
big thing
like-
this week.
No, it's true. I'm glad we talked about it. It's just damn.
Yeah.
But it's really fucked up. Like at the end of the day, there's not really much else you can really say. But something you said reminded me of a movie that we watched last night. We watched Ricky Stenicki.
That movie was funny as
I
shit.
actually really liked that. It's the John Cena movie. The one that he was doing the only
Zac
dance
Efron,
promotion.
Oh,
John
yeah, it
Cena,
just came out.
Anthony Santino.
I have not seen it.
It was pretty good.
Yeah, it was actually a fun movie.
Like it was like more serious than I thought it was gonna be.
Oh, and Frank's in it. He's like a businessman.
yeah.
I
Yo.
gotta
Yeah.
watch it now.
It's
Yeah.
on Amazon Prime.
Oh, what's his real
We
name?
had that.
William H. Macy.
Yes.
I will
He's
never
great.
remember his name.
He's
that
in
sounds
a
like
lot
the
of
first
stuff
time I
that
heard that
people
name.
don't-
now.
Yeah.
forever.
He's the narrator of Curious George.
Yeah.
That's crazy to me.
Yeah, I told
I
people
found
that.
out.
That's
Yeah.
Yes!
Yeah.
Oh,
I
wait,
didn't
you
know
didn't
that,
know
man.
that?
Who's are you talking about?
Frank
Frank
Gallagher from
Gallagher.
Shameless.
Frank Gallagher from Shameless.
Oh my god.
Like the
yeah, wait.
druggy dad.
Yeah,
that's
but
like
that dude.
alcoholic.
Okay, yeah. That's funny. He's
Bro.
the cure. I knew who you're talking about. Like, I was like,
Yeah.
Once you
Really?
play a
He's
clip,
like,
you listen,
man
you're
in
like,
the
what
yellow
the
hat.
fuck? It's so funny.
yo, that Curious George animated movie slapped so fucking good. The soundtrack, banger.
Oh, that's
Fire.
that
Fire,
was
bro.
With that Jack Johnson on it.
Mhm.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
What's
Yeah.
the one song?
It's a-
Upside
Upside
down.
Yeah, upside
Dude,
down.
that song's
Banger.
a banger. Banger.
Certified foot classic.
Certified classic. But I would recommend the Ricky Stenicki movie. I think it's really funny. Like, it's surprisingly a good one.
Roadhouse was okay.
I didn't see Roadhouse.
Yeah,
I
I
didn't.
watched that.
The best part, Conor McGregor.
I was gonna say, how was he?
He makes the movie.
Was Posty any good in it?
His fighting scene looked so fake. It was
Oh.
so bad. Like it
I
was
can't
so
imagine
bad.
him fighting.
I
Yeah,
can't
it
imagine
was
that
bad.
being good.
It's
to
like
be
the
honest.
first 5 minutes, and it just looks so bad.
He just doesn't seem like someone that would be able to
No.
move around quickly and be agile.
No, not at all.
And they were like hyping him up as like a good fighter too.
Have you seen the original Roadhouse?
Yeah,
I've
How
seen
does it
the-
compare? Is it like
It's-
nothing
it-
like it at all?
I mean, it's not as good as the original, but like, I mean, it's just silly, funny, like.
Roadhouse.
You
action
can't beat the
comedy.
Swayze though. Like,
No,
come on.
yeah,
you can't beat
Yeah,
Swayze.
you can't beat the
Yeah, no.
Swayze. He was in Ghost for crying out loud. He was
Man was in
And,
the Outsiders.
The Outsiders.
Yeah.
That's what I was gonna say.
Outsiders, man.
Dirty Dancing.
Dirty Dancing.
Oh, yeah.
Hell yeah.
Just stacked overall.
Swayze, goat.
He is the GOAT.
Yeah.
And I didn't see that movie until recently.
Which one?
The original.
I've
Well,
never seen
Roadhouse?
So
it.
good.
Yeah,
I haven't seen
So
Roadhouse.
it's just like silly good. It's just,
Yeah.
It's so good.
It's 80s.
I mean, if Peter
It's very
Griffin loves
80s.
it,
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's gotta be at least
sadly, he
entertaining.
does not say Roadhouse in it once.
What?
No.
Or at least not like that.
What?
That's just a Peter Griffin.
There's just a
Really?
lot of roundhouse kicks.
He's like,
Roadhouse.
Roadhouse.
Kicking the fucking wheel.
Roadhouse.
Oh yeah, he was turning.
Roadhouse.
Roadhouse.
Yeah. Texas Roadhouse?
Don't say that. Don't say that to me right
Oh
now.
man.
Something about Texas Roadhouse.
Yo, sounds like a plan. Why do I have to verify to look at TikToks on everything now?
Letting you practice your puzzle doing ability.
What do you mean
Oh,
unable?
You
to
failed, you fucking robot.
I lined the fuck. Okay, that was my
AJ's
that
a
bad.
one was bad.
It-
3 fails and you're definitely not human.
That's good enough. Oh, that one's good, but the first one wasn't.
AJ's
oh, now
a
I can't
fucking
even
robot.
do it.
Continuous guess.
Oh yeah, that's right. But I was just pulling up the clip. how Curious George
Oh,
is
hell
voiced
yeah.
by William H. Macy. I gotta
Oh,
find
yeah.
it.
I could probably.
I'll
find
put it in the
if you
link
can.
dump. Like I just had it, but I don't know how to
Let me
TikTok.
pull it up.
We're just gonna
I
get
know
out of
it's
here.
TikTok.
I would have never ever made that connection in my entire life.
Nah.
Like, who didn't tell me that?
It's just something that's so random.
But like I watched Curious George religiously
Yeah,
when I was like,
Yeah.
He's always been with
probably
you.
older than I should have been. Like Curious George is fire.
Dude.
It was a perfect day to walk down N Avenue and wonder
It's Frank.
if building numbers get higher and higher,
Yep.
do they ever
It
stop?
is him. That's crazy.
Stop.
The same guy that's like,
Wow.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, what a guy.
What is it with you?
What a
people?
range of. What a range of like characters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like childhood favorite, businessman who does crazy shit, and Ricky Stenicki.
That's
Fucking
just
Frank
deadbeat
Gallagher.
being well rounded.
Yeah.
He's got
Yeah.
a lot that he can.
It's got a lot of range.
Different
You know
avenues.
a lot.
He fits it. He does have a nice voice for like listening to, like
Yeah.
about him just narrating something. That was a good decision, I feel.
He was in Jurassic Park 3.
Yeah.
Huh.
Oh yeah, he was. I
He was
forgot
the
about
dad.
that.
He was
Wait.
the dad.
Yeah, he was the dad from Jurassic
There's
Park
like
3.
He was
the
in
kid
B
goes
movie?
missing.
I don't actually
What?
know if I've seen
Hang
the
on,
third
let me
one.
find
I've
you
seen
It's
the
not
list.
good.
It's
Don't
not a
waste-
good
Don't waste
movie.
your time.
Hey,
No, wait. The best part is when the Velociraptor's talking to Alan.
that's true.
Alan.
When he has a fucking dream,
Oh, it doesn't say who he is in the movie.
and the
It's probably
first
like a
real
side
scare you
character.
get is a fucking fake head.
Talking
A talking
Velociraptor.
velociraptor.
Alan.
Oh man, yeah. Where is he?
There's a voice actor that's in
Yeah,
a lot
there
of like the shows we grew up in. I just remembered him now.
Is it Marmaduke?
But D. Bradley Baker, he was pretty much every like non-main character in SpongeBob. So he was like Perch
Oh.
Perkins and Bubble Bass
Oh.
and like Fish Number One and like
Fish Number
like,
One.
So he was
My
like
favorite
he
character.
was basically every. I think he was Larry the Lobster as well. But
Wow.
but then he was also every single clone trooper in the Clone Wars.
Hell yeah.
Every
Wow.
single clone trooper,
Wow.
all of them. He's also Perry the Platypus.
What?
He is Klaus from American Dad.
No way!
And then
American Dad is
the
same
one,
as
the funniest
fish in
one is
SpongeBob, like-
AJ to me is that he's the Gravemind in Halo.
That is
What?
funny
Yeah.
as shit.
What?
Yeah, he
Yeah,
plays the
that's cool.
fucking Gravemind in Halo 3
That's so
and 2.
I'm trust that guy.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Man
To
is
have
like
that
a
much
voice
of a-
acting legend. He's been so many fucking characters.
That's crazy.
Wait, so is he the one that says, "Hey, this guy stinks"?
Yeah,
Is
he
that
Probably,
him?
he probably.
Might be.
Yo. Oh,
Yeah, he plays pretty
brother.
much every like. And he was
in Space Jam.
Yeah, he was Daffy Duck in Space Jam.
Which one?
Wow.
The first one.
The first
The
one.
original. Wow.
Yeah, like I'm telling you, the man's like IMDb is crazy.
He's
I was
got
looking at it
career.
one time.
Voices.
That's
I feel
what
like that'd be a
want,
really fun career if you're randomly really, really good at like
Different
voices that sound like they'd be on a cartoon. Like that's cool.
Yeah, you got it made until the AI takes over.
Yeah.
So like, get it in while you still can.
I hope that doesn't ever happen. Like AI good enough
Well,
to
obviously.
sound
Well,
smooth.
they already
quoting
replaced
lyrics.
James Earl Jones for Darth Vader with AI. They say he's not doing it anymore.
Really?
Yeah, they replaced
I mean, I
him
know
with
he's
AI.
old now, and like,
But come on, man.
but
Just-
AI. I mean, I guess it makes sense for the character. To be fair.
He was
Yeah.
also in Curious George.
Yo.
Of course he is. Everyone's connected to Curious George. Who else is from Curious George? I feel like that's a good question
Who
now.
plays the man in the yellow hat?
Who is
It's
the
probably
man?
someone we know and we just don't even know.
Tom Hanks. No, I'm fucking with you.
I was hoping you were. I
I'm
was like,
like, there's no way.
Jeff Bennett played the man in the yellow hat. I don't know who Jeff Bennett is though.
His
So
name sounds
it's
very
like a
familiar.
name that sounds like it could be something I know, or it could just be a regular ass name.
I'm looking to see if he's like anybody like that I know. Not that I can see.
That's disappointing. But
Yeah, only a few.
I have a topic that we could talk about, and something that's kind of been speculation. Do you guys think Eminem's dropping this year? A new album?
There's a chance.
Because I've heard a lot of talks about like an
Tour
album
and
coming.
like.
Yeah.
an
I've
album.
heard stuff about a tour. I've heard stuff about an album.
I hope there is.
I just Who knows? I've just been hearing a lot about it recently. Dr. Dre says he will drop this year. And that was something that really made me want to talk about this, because his last album, it's been 4 years, surprisingly.
Yeah.
But he usually releases albums in 3-round bursts, so it's just how it is. So that means we're gonna get one this year, one next year, and then probably one in 2027 or 2028.
I think we're getting a 21 Pilots album soon too, because if you
I've
look on
also-
Spotify, all of their albums have red tape over them.
Yeah, I saw that.
And
And I
they've been
saw a
releasing
video on,
singles.
I think it was on Tyler Joseph's Instagram, where they were kind of talking about like the lore on the story of like all of the albums put together,
Mhm.
and how this album's
Oh.
going to be like kind of.
Yeah,
Putting
March
them all
May
together.
17th, the new album is coming out.
Oh, that's cool.
It's already been announced.
I didn't like their last album, but
I didn't really like it.
I didn't
either.
care for it too much.
But I
Really
loved
two
the one
songs.
before that.
The one
I
before
loved
it was
Trench.
great. Trench was awesome.
Trench is one of my favorite ones.
And I just have a hunch that this album's going to sound more
Yeah.
like Trench than their
Yeah.
last album.
I hope so.
I hope, yeah. I loved Trench.
I'm
Trench
excited
was-
for this new
I'm
one.
a
heavy
big,
into
I'm,
the
not even gonna,
concept
I'm a
of the
big
album.
21 Pilots fan. I love 21 Pilots.
I like a lot
I've
of their
always
stuff.
loved 21
I
Pilots
think they
for a
have
long
more hit
time.
albums than misses.
It's always been one of one of my kind of guilty pleasure
Same.
bands.
Same.
Yeah.
Nah, they got bangers.
I mean,
Well,
like,
I
I
went
haven't
through-
listened to them much recently.
I've talked about it a couple times. I went through this phase of music where what I called my edgy teenage girl phase of music, where I was listening to 21 Pilots, Panic at the Disco, MCR, fucking I had this whole list of all these bands I was listening to.
All the bands you were ashamed that you were fans
Yeah.
of.
Panic at the Disco still slaps to this day. I don't care what people say.
Some
I
good
still
stuff,
love Panic at
but,
the
like,
Disco. Some of it,
Yeah.
but man,
I haven't listened to much, but
Yeah,
yeah, they're just okay to me. They got a few good songs, but
Black Parade is a great album. And
Yeah.
all in all, I think that album is just really good.
yeah. So I just wanted to bring that up. So we are definitely getting 21 Pilots, and we're most likely getting a new Nem Nem album.
I hope
I
we
hope
have
so.
an album.
I hope he goes on tour.
That would be.
That's all I
So
want.
I can't afford
A lot of money.
it. So I can't afford to
That
go.
is
So I
true.
can look at
Unless
the
he-
$500
unless he
ticket.
gives you
No,
clothes
I'll
and
just
goes
stand
to
outside
free
of wherever he's
pavilion.
performing.
Never.
I'll be like the Taylor Swift fans. I'll pick it outside and have my own party.
Yeah.
And also,
And there wouldn't be as many people.
this was announced the day that
Exactly.
Dr. Dre got his star on the Walk of Fame,
Wow.
Good.
and
So
he.
it's gotta be.
I'm gonna.
There's
I-
gotta
be.
I- we can get into the Eminem concert for free. We buy 8 weather balloons and an outside bench, and we
We just float over it.
Or we just pull it up. We just bring my whole house over.
Yeah.
House
Get in
party.
the middle of the.
Yeah, we'll just plop her down. You know.
I think it'll take a few billion balloons to do
Uh-huh.
that. Like the average
Come
house.
on, I've seen Up. It could work.
Yeah, someone's actually done the math on it.
Or maybe it's like
I can't remember
150
what the number
million.
was.
it's
It was
an
a-
insane amount of
It's
balloons.
an
It's-
unfathomable
let's see.
number.
Alright, so then we
You
all
would
gotta
need-
start collecting now.
Let's see
Come
how
on.
many balloons to lift a
Like
house.
you wouldn't be able to get that many balloons inflated and stay inflated all at once.
Oh, yeah?
Do that.
It's not as
You
many
sure?
as I thought, actually.
How many? 8 million?
About a
Eight?
mil-
Oh,
about
that's
a
it?
million
1
for your
million.
average sized house, which
That doesn't
About a
sound-
million. It's not terrible.
But you'd have to rip the house out of the ground. Like, how are the balloons gonna rip the house out?
That's not gonna rip. All right, first of all, we're gonna have to rip the house out of the ground ourselves.
That's what I'm
first,
saying.
Okay?
Like,
we're gonna have to break the foundation.
That shit just did.
Look,
Nah, I'll be fine.
you guys.
And up the
Look,
balloons.
look.
Well, that house
We
is
will.
also there since,
We'll
like, the
divide the
50s.
work. 2 of
Yeah.
us will take pickaxes to the foundation, and then the
The
other
house will
people will
crumble
blow up the
before it
balloons.
gets off the ground.
The other half will blow up the balloons.
Yeah, it's 1 million balloons.
I don't know if there's enough helium for us to fill up those balloons to make.
Maybe.
There's a chance we could do it.
No, we can do it.
Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of reports. It would take a lot of balloons.
Well, of course.
Millions.
No shit, AJ. It would take a lot of balloons to lift a fucking house.
A lot more. A lot more. It's gonna be over 1 million probably for like a house that's not fucking abandoned. from the
AJ's
1930s.
scientific mind has deduced that it would indeed take a lot of balloons to lift a house.
Alright, you know what? You don't have to be that way about it. I'm a little upset from that. guys.
No, you're fine.
AJ the
I don't need this
science
shit.
guy.
I can do my own thing. I could talk about Roadhouse again.
Talk about Roadhouse
You
again.
watch
We
it.
can talk about Roadhouse again.
watch it.
Oh, I got a good thing that me, Lid, and Chento did last night. You guys know about Spottle?
Oh,
Yo,
it's fun.
it's fire.
So you ever played
It's
Wordle
hard.
before?
No.
Okay, do you know what Wordle is?
No.
Okay.
I kind of
No,
know.
but
It's
I
the
know
game
that's
with the
serious.
5-letter word where you have to guess the word and you type in your first guess.
Oh,
It
yeah,
tells
yeah,
Have
which
you ever
letters
watched the
are-
game show Lingo as a kid?
No.
No.
What the
No.
fuck?
Never heard of that.
No.
Alright.
Wordle.
It's, yeah. So
It's-
basically,
yeah.
Spottle, it's a variant of that. So every day, like once a day, there will be an artist that is posted in the top 1,000 most popular Spotify users or artists. And you have to guess who it is based off of 6 criteria. Like when their first album came out, how many
Okay.
people are in the group, how popular they are on Spotify,
The genre.
their gender,
Is
their
this a
genre.
Spotify thing?
It's like
I don't think
I'm
it's
guessing
it's
it's
just
not
fans
actually
of
a
Spotify
Spotify
that
thing.
did.
yeah, it's not affiliated with
Someone probably just
Spotify,
made it.
but you can do it. It's updated once a day.
It's
Yeah.
really hard though. You
Mm.
get 10 guesses
not affiliated.
to
it
find
says.
the person, but it's hard.
So it's like one of those fucking
Mhm.
NFL.
And you can make your own and
guess
send
the
it to
players.
people.
Yeah, it's
same-
just like
same
that.
thing. Yep.
You can make your own and
And
send
it
it to your
tells you if
friends.
there's like 4 members in the band and you guess the band that has 3 members, it tells you it's like
Yeah,
yellow
that's
because
pretty
it's
cool.
close, but there's more than 3.
So it's just like Word.
I never got into Wordle, but
I don't like
This you
I
would
don't
definitely
like
be able to
Wordle.
get into this. It's
Yeah,
just
yeah.
I'm
every
not
night
smart
at
enough.
midnight.
there
Yeah,
seems like I would
games.
be better at this.
But you
like,
can send
okay,
people
maybe not.
custom games, so
That's
you can
cool.
pick whatever artist you want and send
They
them. a
just
link,
have to
and
be
they
within.
guess
The,
that
they
artist.
have to be within the top 1,000 though. So you can't send like Cannibal Corpse or something like that's not as popular, or Primus, or like someone that has
Primus might be in the top 1,000.
maybe. Let's see.
Who?
Primus?
Primus? I don't know. Probably not.
No, they're not.
Oh,
Nope.
never mind.
They're not that. No.
So
Princes.
So Luke's out.
So anything Luke wants to send is probably out.
I know the presidents aren't on there.
Nah, there's no way.
There's
the
no way.
Presidents Are. But it's a fun game, I'd say.
It is.
I think people should
No,
play
that
it.
sounds fun.
I could tell you today's was Chris Stapleton.
Nice.
So it does all
I got
genres.
lucky and the first guess was I randomly went with Keith Urban, so I was like, oh hell yeah, I got country genre right off the bat, so now I just got to name country artists.
Wasn't yesterday like the Black Keys?
Yeah, and yesterday was the Black Keys. I didn't get that.
I didn't
one.
know that there was only 2 people in the Black Keys, so I could not think of what fucking 2-person alternative bands there were from like the 90s and 2000s. It was hard.
Yeah, it gets difficult, but I really enjoy it. It's not bad.
Oh, that sounds fun.
I liked Wordle for a little bit, and I watched the shit out of the. I'm surprised people don't know the game show lingo.
I don't.
What?
How were you
This-
watching it? 'Cause I
What
don't
do you
remember
mean? It has RuPaul as the host
I have no
now.
idea what
But,
it
Oh,
is.
it's still a show.
Yeah, it's still it gets canceled and rebooted a bunch of times. Apparently, this
Yeah.
show's had like 4 different iterations.
I'm not gonna. I've never heard of lingo before.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
I feel like I'm being fucked with.
No.
No.
Okay, let me show you a graphic from it, not the new one. See, it's like that.
Okay, that looks very familiar.
Well, that's the original, what it looked like. But let's go to a.
I've seen it. Actually.
See, like that.
Yeah, I've
Do you remember
seen
seeing
Nope.
these images at all on a
No.
game show?
it. Yeah,
Really?
I don't know.
Like the balls.
it's just like a memory in the far back of my head, so I would not have remembered
This
it
is
if you didn't
killing
bring
me.
it up. But
This
yes.
is really hurting my soul.
Now he's got like you're having my Jumbo Crispies moment. You're
I
having,
am.
You're having.
At least this I have video proof of happening.
There's pictures of the fucking boxes, AJ. What else do you want? Like I can't bring a box of it into existence, bro. I don't. There's. Like, what do you want me to do?
What is a crispy jumbo?
Jumbo Rice Krispies.
What?
Ah,
Jumbo Rice Krispies?
how jumbo?
It was a cereal. No, not Jumbo Rice Krispie treats.
AJ acts like this cereal just never existed. Like I made it the
This
fuck up,
one.
and like. I'm crazy. Like it never existed.
You edited this picture and made
Oh yeah,
made sure it made its way
I
to Google
edited
Images.
this picture and put it on MrBreakfast.com.
You wrote a whole article about it too.
Yeah.
Wow.
And we already talked about this before, but apparently there's pictures of it. It apparently
Wait,
existed.
what's the box look like though?
It's
It's
like an
yellow.
orange yellow.
Released in 2009, bro.
Dude, I've seen that before.
This
Not
is the
anytime
first.
soon, but
This
like,
is the first person I've ever had that's
I
had
remember
another
seeing that.
spotting. on it.
Simulation's breaking down.
The
We need to-
I
simulation.
swear I've seen that box.
No, I think your reality is crashing around you, AJ. I think that's what's fucking happening.
Well, I could prove Lingo was real.
I can prove.
Oh man.
Lingo's still a thing. Is Jumbo Crispy's still a thing?
Yeah.
I don't know.
No, they're
No,
not.
it's definitely
they're
not.
discontinued.
I'll just
I bet
throw,
you
I'll
can
throw
buy
an
a box
episode
on
in there
eBay.
for people to watch.
There's
just
no.
so-
They're probably like no bueno, no more.
No
No,
mouse.
no good.
Yeah.
No mouse
All you need is the box.
to prove it.
Yeah,
to
that's
prove
it.
they existed.
Yeah, so-
AJ's gonna accuse me of filling a plastic bag with fucking sawdust and putting it in a fucking box.
We gotta get like a print of that. You know what? Let's see if we can buy a box right now.
I bet you
You
can.
can put it up there next to all your fucking.
We can put it
If
next to the
someone still
Narragansett
has
box.
an unopened box of this stuff,
Of
it's
Jumbo
probably
Crisp,
just
it's probably
dust.
bad.
It's just a
Oh,
bag of
probably
dust.
shouldn't eat it.
No.
It's not looking good.
No, I don't think it is.
Oh no.
Because they don't make it anymore.
Also because
Wait, let me narrow it
they would
down.
have a hard time trying to sell that. Like,
And that shit was gas. They probably ate it.
No, like,
wow, you're right. There are none for sale.
I'm surprised there isn't one that's popping up off of eBay.
Just
or
like a
something.
box of it. Just to prove that it existed.
Even if it's an empty box.
Just to prove
Yeah.
that I'm not insane.
Not looking good.
It's not
Sounds
looking
like
good.
Mr. Breakfast is your only supporter.
Mr. Breakfast is my only supporter. Dylan kind of had a prophecy or a vision of one from a distant land, so you know what? That's something.
Yeah. I swear I've seen the box before. I remember orange fucking Rice Krispie box.
It's not looking good.
Never mind. I don't need it anyway. I'll just.
It's better. It's better as a tall tale.
There are some things that are better as a tall
Goddamn,
tale,
I'm
to be
gonna
fair.
write a fucking strongly worded letter to Kellogg's.
To relaunch.
If you do that, I'm writing McDonald's for the snack wrap.
No, that they already confirmed that's coming back.
Well, it needs to be
I feel like
faster.
they've been saying that though. Is this like now there's actually
That's
a
what I'm
timeline
saying.
on
They've
it?
been
No,
saying
like
that for a while.
next year.
It's
It is
been
expected
next
to
year
return-
for the last like 8 years.
No,
That's what
like
I'm saying.
I think they actually announced it
That's
last year. She's gotta wait a little longer.
I mean, Wawa was trying to take over the spotlight.
They're
and be
disgusting.
like, everyone wants snack wraps?
They're
Here.
gross.
Every Burger
I mean,
King's
you
doing
can
them
put
too.
Burger
whatever
Kings
you
are
want
good.
on it,
I like
so-
Burger Kings. I don't like their honey mustard one personally, but that's because their honey mustard is just not.
I
that
used to
good.
always
I
have
like the
honey
spicy
mustard
one.
one from
The spicy
McDonald's.
one is great.
Honey mustard snack wrap from McDonald's, bro.
Yeah.
I never really got the snack wraps when I went to
they're
McDonald's.
so
I think I
That's
got
all
it.
I would get.
One
They're
on the
so
line.
good.
I was more of a cheeseburger kid. You know, American.
I was weird and like didn't like burgers that much when I was a little kid, so I always got a snack wrap.
Well, everyone has
Honey
that,
mustard and
that
chicken.
one
Oh
weird
my
thing
God.
people don't like. I hated onions as a kid. I mean, I don't eat an onion,
I probably
but
didn't
like,
onions as a
I
kid
have
either.
them on
Nah,
anything
I
that like I
didn't
can get them on.
I mean,
you
I
know?
didn't eat meat until I was,
Anything I could get them on.
I didn't eat meat until I was like 16 years old. So
What?
Mostly French fries.
Yeah, that's
That's all
true.
I would eat.
That's
like, when
some
I go to
Zach
McDonald's.
White rice.
back in the day.
White rice,
White rice.
Wow.
French
All I
fries,
did was white rice from like
pasta.
a Chinese place.
grilled cheese. That was about
Anything
it.
that's like tan or brownish color to
Yeah.
it, because it's
He come over with
Carb.
a carton of
Carbs.
white rice.
I was a
and just eat it.
carbitarian, legitimately, for like the first
Carbitarian.
fucking 16 years of my life.
And we
The
have
only
we have
protein
proof
I
of
think I
this.
used to eat was like eggs. I used to eat
you
eggs.
just drink milk at all.
I drink milk. I eat eggs. That's pretty much it. Like I really didn't. I didn't go crazy. Potatoes. It was like my source of protein. Like
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
We
proof
have-
that you can live off of potatoes, by
Yeah.
the way, because I am living proof of that. Like
Yeah.
genuinely, you can live off of potatoes.
And Zach, don't worry, we have evidence of this existing.
Yeah, no.
Because like you watch some of the old Team AGF videos from like 2014, 15. Like I think you mentioned it at least one.
I
of them.
talked about it. Yeah, I would be like, no, I like.
Because we try to get you to eat meat, and you'd be
The
like,
only
no.
time like, it started, I was at Eric's house doing football one week, and they had wings on the table, and I was I was just like, man, that looks pretty good. And I ate it, and I was like, oh, shit.
Neat.
Look, bro, damn. I was missing something. There was something missing.
Hell, there's a lot of stuff you're missing.
Then I tried bacon, and I was like, okay, that's pretty good. And then I tried,
you got
like,
the cheesesteaks and
yeah,
burgers.
and then, well, what happened first is I had a steak first, and I was like, okay, what the fuck have I been
The
doing?
steak
What's
is
going
the
on?
only
Like, there's
push, I'd
something.
say.
I was fucking up. There was something wrong.
Yeah, like when you cut into a steak for the first time, like mish, 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 like it's really
Mish,
fucking
mish, mish.
good.
First time I had that cheesesteak, it was over. I was done.
Cheesesteak
That was the conversion.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was like the,
Conversion therapy. Right?
That is how I felt like when we went to Sheets that first time. It was just like, I know Sheets and all, but like, it's like the first few things good. This is pretty good. I like this a lot. And then you have the one thing, I'm all in, baby. Fuck McDonald's. That too.
Fuck Wawa.
Fuck Wawa. I still like Wawa though. I
It's
can't-
not nearly as good.
Yeah,
It's not nearly as good as Sheets.
Royal
though.
Farms is better than Wawa. Like, what are you?
I don't know about that.
I don't
one,
really
bud.
eat that, so I can't say, but
Yeah.
I have a lot of rewards. Their fries are really cheap right
Wawa's
now.
food is just so like, eh.
oh, do you like
So-
that breakfast sandwich I brought you?
Has declined.
Yeah, that was
Sheets.
quality.
Shit was good.
I also think it's because I work there. It's tainted
That's
the
very
food
fair.
for me. Like I just can't eat it. Yeah.
It just all tastes like Wawa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It just
Wawa has
tastes-
that distinct taste to its food.
It's really just
Mhm.
so convenient. That's why I get it all the
Yeah.
time. It's not even that I
It
love
is convenient.
It's just
100%
it's so
convenient.
convenient. There's a million options.
They don't have-
Hoagies, I'll fuck
Some
up
things,
hoagie, though.
some things they have aren't like terrible.
Yeah.
The
I
pizza
love their
wasn't
meatball
terrible.
sandwich.
The pinwheels.
I tried the
I don't
pizza.
like their
they got rid of.
meatballs.
I fucking love
The
them.
chicken taco pinwheels were the
Aren't they
best
also
pinwheels they
good?
ever
What?
I
had.
think they're pork meatballs.
Oh,
Pretty
I think
sure,
so.
but, like,
I think they said
I
that.
love their meatball sandwich.
Nah,
Like-
I don't like.
I think I just love meatballs.
If they ain't homemade
Yeah.
meatballs, I ain't eating them.
Meatballs,
I
Yeah.
can't.
overrated.
I'll go either way.
Here
Dude,
we
my
go.
mom
Let's
will
not
make
get
like
close to
frozen
that.
meatballs. I can't eat it.
I
They're
like
so
frozen.
gross.
I like real.
You're
I
gonna
like-
start. You're fighting with everyone today.
Oh,
I'm
man,
not
balls
gonna
of
start a
meat.
fight with everyone.
Balls of meat. You love some balls.
I'm not gonna start
If
a
it
fight.
ain't
with
made by an
everyone.
old Italian lady, I don't want it.
You know what's really funny? You know what the new most popular podcast is? It's
What?
that one. The one where everyone was yelling at Zach for not thinking Italian food's all right.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
that is.
That is now
That
the
was
most
funny.
viewed episode.
I bet
I
it's
mean,
a
it
bunch
is
of fucking
outrageous.
Italians in the comments too. You guys are
It
just
is
salty,
slanderous of him
just
to-
mad.
to say such a thing.
angry.
I'm not even Italian.
There's so
Italian
much
food's
good
fucking
Italian
gas.
food.
Like,
How can you not like the combination of carbs,
I
cheese,
like
and sauce?
Italian food.
pasta just.
That was my
hits.
my point. My point was I didn't not like Italian food. I think Italian food is good, but I would way much rather have any other like type of
Like
foreign cuisine. Like I
Mexican
would
or
rather have Mexican or
Chinese.
Chinese. That's what I would choose over Italian over anything. Italian is my last option. That's what I'm trying to say.
What about like
Pizza,
Pizza.
bro.
Yeah.
Bro, like I said, I didn't eat meat until I was 60. You have to understand the amount of pasta I ate, bro. I've been
Italian-
eating
Italian
pasta.
food's just not pasta. It's not
It's
just
not.
pasta.
I understand
There's
it's not
other
just
things.
pasta, but it is 90% pasta.
Yeah,
Like,
because it's
that's
good.
fair?
like that's the thing. I like
100%
Italian food. Here's the
carbs,
other thing.
cheese,
I
and
don't
sauce.
really like tomato sauce that much.
You don't
love
need tomato sauce.
Okay then.
Vodka
What?
sauce.
Okay.
Alfredo.
Dylan, can I ask you?
Sure.
But if you take out pasta and tomato sauce, what other Italian foods are there?
You got a lot.
I know.
There's a lot of like Italian
Like-
dessert type foods. Like
I'm saying like cuisine, like
Gelato?
an entree,
What else?
like
we
an
got?
Italian entree
Good
that's
question,
not
honestly.
fucking
I'm trying to
pasta
think
and
right now.
tomatoes. Tell me.
Bro,
There's soups.
let me break. Next time I'm breaking out my mom's recipe.
Next time,
I'm-
next
I'm-
time, because it doesn't
I'm
fucking
ending it.
exist,
there are a
Dylan.
lot of soups. She's
There's
saying.
a lot of good soups.
The cheese, but
There's a lot
those are
of
good.
chicken and fucking like
Yeah,
veal.
chicken meal.
But the thing is, I'm not saying I
what's it
hate it.
called?
I'm
Chicken
not.
parm.
I'm saying I'm
That's
not.
pasta.
That's
a
fucking
lot of
tomato
different
Without
sauce.
pasta,
breads.
just
They
the
make a
chicken
bunch
part
of
of it.
It's
breads.
tomato sauce still.
Yeah, it is. And
Like I'm
cheese.
saying, I'm not. I don't hate tomato sauce. I'm not a
think they
big
just know
fan
it's
of
good.
tomato sauce.
It's a
I'm
bunch
also.
of good
I love
breads.
tomato
Don't
sauce.
sleep
So we're
on
going
it.
to
Garlic
And
bread,
also,
come on.
also, I would like to say it right now. There's an argument that people bring up with food all the time where they're like, "Oh, I don't like this type of food," and then they're like, oh, well, you just haven't had my grandma's this. No, fuck you. Your grandma sucks because, look, I'm telling you. Because if I tell you I don't like this dish, if you're telling me that they're going to make this dish, I don't like the fucking dish. It doesn't matter how you make it. It doesn't matter how you prepare it. I don't care who made it.
I don't like grandma to die.
Yeah, fuck you. No, I'm just kidding.
My nonna is straight from Italy. She'll make you anything you want. It's so good.
I'm sure it's good. But I'm just saying, like, I would
telling you right now.
preferably
I'm telling you right now, you haven't had real Italian food until you had my grandma's food.
Bro, I'm telling you, but everybody says that shit where they're like, you haven't had
Because
the real this
No,
until
you
you've
Right,
had
had
it.
it at Olive Garden or
You
something.
haven't had the real this until you've had it from this person. No, bro, it's the same fucking dish.
Italian
It's
food
just
is supposed
cooked
to be
differently.
homemade for the family.
Like, what-
That's what it's supposed to be for. Homemade for your family.
I
Not
get it.
Olive Garden.
I
Don't go to
get it.
Olive Garden.
Hey,
I
but
get
Olive
Don't go to
Garden,
Carrabba's.
every once in a blue
Don't
moon,
go
Olive
there.
Garden
I
is
can't
fine.
lie, I
Oh,
like Olive
that
Garden,
shit's
but it's not the
ass.
same.
I like the breadsticks.
I like
I
it.
think
Make your own
Italians-
breadsticks.
No!
I think it's overblown. I really,
It's
I
definitely
like,
overblown.
I like Italian
You just like
food.
it because they treat you like family.
Like, I like,
Yo, boss.
I like Italian food. I just think that other food.
I don't think you
It's
like
better.
Italian food. I really don't.
I like it.
I feel like the same argument can be made though for most different kinds of foods. They all have
Yeah.
their one thing that they lean on
Yeah,
for most of their meals.
absolutely, I
Like Chinese
agree.
food is just rice and a meat
Fucking yeah,
for the most
MSG.
part.
Yeah, I
I
agree.
love MSG.
Like I 100%
And like
agree.
Mexican food,
But I like
almost
that.
all of them use.
But I think the thing is, I like that pairing more. I think that's what it.
Yeah,
I
well,
think
then
food
that's the
is
thing.
all subjective,
No,
I
really.
love
is.
Mexican
Like, but like, what I'm saying is, I don't hate Italian
100%.
food. I just,
I hate
I just
Italian.
Yeah,
think,
you
I
don't
hate
get
Italian.
Yo, let's go.
Bro, I'm literally Italian.
Oh,
I'm
I'm
shoving
an
this up
outsider.
your ass.
Bro, my uncle owns a restaurant called Bruni. Like, what the fuck do you want from me?
That is, we still gotta go to
I need
Bruni's.
you to try my grandma's meat.
Okay, I'm sure it's a fantastic.
We should-
I'm
It
sure-
is.
Dylan, I'm
Yes,
telling
you
you,
do.
bro.
Huh?
Try
know
my
what?
grandma's.
I'm telling you something
No.
now. I'm sure, Dylan, that if I ate that
Yeah.
meatball,
It'd be delicious.
it would be the greatest meatball I've ever
You'll see
eaten
God.
in my entire
You'll see
life.
God.
But guess what?
That'll
I'm
eat
just
what's up,
like not that much a fan of meatballs.
Nah, bro.
Like that's just what it is. Like I'm
Missing out.
sure it'll be a
Missing
banging meatball. Like it's gonna
just
be the
meat
best
in a ball.
meatball.
I'm the
It's
same
so
way
good.
about.
I've ever
I'm the
had.
same way about mushrooms. So like,
Yeah.
Well, that's
What?
I'm the
like
same way about
mushrooms.
mushrooms.
I don't like.
I just
mushrooms.
can't eat mushrooms that much. The texture. I'm not a
Chicken marsala. That's an Italian dish that doesn't use sauce
Isn't
or
that-
pasta.
Isn't that chicken marsal's the one? Isn't that the one with the mushrooms?
Mushrooms,
right?
yeah, I don't like
it.
I don't like
I don't like it.
But I'm just saying that's one
It's
example.
nasty.
I can sometimes eat
marinara
mushrooms,
sauce.
but like I
very
usually
good.
am not a mushroom fan. It depends on the
I'm not
mushroom
either.
and how it's.
You don't like the
prepared.
mushroom and onion
I
on the
hate
steak?
the taste of mushrooms.
It's so good.
Sometimes, like
Even if there's a little bit of mushroom in whatever I'm eating, I can always tell, and it always makes me not like it. I don't
I
know.
bet you I can make you something with mushrooms and you won't even know.
No.
I know it can be done.
No.
I've had.
I thought you were gonna say I would like it, and I was definitely gonna say probably not, but no, that's cap. I'll know there's mushrooms. in
You
it.
sure?
Yes.
Alright.
Like
Challenge
that green
accepted.
bean
I'll fuck it
casserole
up. I
shit that
love
people
mushrooms.
make, that just tastes like straight mushrooms to me.
Mushrooms are good
Like-
though. Like, what do you?
They're
bitching
okay.
about? They're like
Listen.
in certain dishes.
good
it
when I'm
just
tripping off.
I'm
complements
usually
them.
not a
Yeah.
texture person where textures get weird with me, but something about the texture of mushrooms
Yeah,
just
they're
makes
not
me
great.
not like them.
Yeah.
I like
They're
mushrooms.
okay.
I don't know why.
I'll eat it if
All
it's
the
in
mushrooms.
something,
Just
but I
mush.
won't. But I'll avoid it if I
Yeah.
can.
It's just mush.
I'm not like Chris where I get
It's like
deathly sick from eating a Dorito or
Like,
something.
I don't like
It's a
so-
fungus.
foods. Yeah, I don't want to eat a fungus. Like,
I have no problem with
Does
eating a
that sound good to
fungus.
you?
Like that's not my
I
issue.
mean,
Yeah.
I
It
just
doesn't
don't like
sound
it.
I don't
particularly
like the sound of
appetizing.
that.
I don't
look
mind
at it like that.
the eating it. I don't mind what it
Can I get
is.
extra fungus on my pizza?
Yeah, it's I don't mind what it is. It's just
Hey,
I don't like the
truffles the
taste
same
of it.
thing.
The texture of it is weird. It's very like yeah.
I feel like a fun guy when eating it though. So you know.
Shut up.
All right, end it right here.
Yeah.
That was the
Yeah, I'm done.
death of that podcast.
It's crazy you got through a whole podcast without talking about March Madness, though.
Oh yeah, we haven't talked about sports at all.
No.
So
No.
I mean, we
They
go
can
over
do their-
very briefly, and then we can wrap
My
it up.
bracket's
Just the
fucked.
big stuff, like
We could do
Oakland.
we could do your sports, and then I'll do my Helldivers report. It's stupid.
I mean, we could talk about it very quickly because there's a lot that happened, but we'll talk about the interesting games just so we aren't here for 10 hours.
Yale beat
Like,
fucking Auburn.
Oakland beating Kentucky in the first round.
They lost, though.
And then going to overtime in the next round, but yeah, they lost.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so long story short, don't pick St. Peter's to go all the way.
Don't pick them to go at all.
Shut up.
Yeah, that
They
was
did
so
not
bad
do-
of you.
No, it was genius because I had to represent New Jersey. New Jersey has to do good sometimes. Like that one time they did.
That one time.
It was within the last 2 years. Right?
Yeah.
Also, Princeton beat Arizona last year.
And?
That did happen.
What do you mean?
I forgot about
And
that.
it was a
That's
what,
New Jersey.
16, 15 seed
Yeah.
versus a number
Hey.
1 seed, and they won. And
What?
What about FDU beating Purdue or whatever?
That was big too. They
Yeah,
went more than one
friggin-
round.
Yeah.
Purdue sucks though. They don't mean nothing.
Yeah, but like
Yeah.
that's a school where like their basketball stadium was like our high school gym,
Yeah.
and they did really good. And they're in New Jersey, so once again it's another win for us.
James Madison's beating Duke today. That's what I was saying.
They're not allowed. Wait,
I don't know.
I don't
12 seed
remember.
against the 5 seed.
I don't even remember what
They're
I picked.
only
God,
5-point
isn't Duke
underdogs.
I think Duke's 4. I think they're the 4
Oh,
seed.
well then that would make James Madison a 13.
I think they're either 12 or
I
5.
thought it was 12 versus 5, but I could be wrong.
I thought they were. I thought Duke was 4.
But that does sound low. 5 sounds
Yeah.
low for Duke.
I mean,
But either
Coach
way, I
K's
picked
not there,
James
so.
Madison to win the
I
first
think
round,
maybe-
and I picked them to beat Duke today. So
I don't
that would
know.
be.
We'll
nice
see what
for the
happens. So the picks that I remember, I have Colorado winning. That might not happen.
They're not winning.
I need
I
that
don't
to
think
happen.
so.
I need that to happen. That game means nothing.
No, I need.
I forget who I picked. I
I
think I
picked
picked.
Marquette.
I think I
but
picked-
bet on Colorado.
I bet on Colorado yesterday.
Same.
I
Yes,
think
sir.
I picked Duke to win. I don't even
Or
remember.
2 days ago.
I picked
So
Baylor
whatever
to
it
win.
was, but
That
They
game's
played today,
dead.
so.
yeah, I got
I picked
like,
UConn and I picked
$10.
Houston. All right,
Dude, I
let's
made a
move on.
50-cent parlay. It was like
Oh.
all the 14, 15 seeds. Yes, 2 days ago winning. It was like when Yale played and stuff. And it was 50 cents to win $4,563 for 50 cents. I mean,
Oh my God.
if I only bet on Yale, I would have won.
Really? That was the only thing that
That was the only one that
Oh
hit.
my God.
Damn.
Jeez.
So Zach, do you want to give the Helldivers 2 report? Because
So,
apparently,
you played Helldivers?
Of course, I was playing it.
apparently
last night.
there's been some shit going on.
Oh, yeah.
So, I haven't talked about it in a while, but since the last time I've talked about it here, the Western Front, which is robots, and then there's the Eastern Front, which is bugs.
Bugs.
So I'm gonna simplify it now. A couple weeks ago, on the Western Front, there was a planet that was invaded called Tianquan. Tianquan was invaded by the robots. We had to take the planet back because on the planet there was a factory that was making mechs for the Helldivers. So we took the planet back. Now we have mechs, and it's been pretty fun. It's
I don't have the
fucking
mechs yet.
slaughtering with the mechs, man. It's so fun.
I don't have the bet.
After that, our next major order was there is on the Eastern Front with the bugs. There was one planet. I don't remember. It was 4 different planets. We
Pretty
had
planets.
to basically just kill as many bugs as possible because they were putting gates up to try and contain the bugs. Like they were trying to build these planet gates to hold the bugs off. Didn't work. The bugs. We failed the objective, and the bugs ended up getting through, and a lot of people died. So, our next objective right now, currently, is trying to contain our problem. And also, there was rumors 2 weeks ago that aren't rumors anymore, they're just fucking true, that there were flying enemies in the game. People were reporting flying bugs. And
They're evolving.
originally, we were like, nah, this is just propaganda. It's just fake news. It's not real.
It's
And then I experienced it myself. I was playing the game, and I was down there, and I was in my mech, and I was shooting, and all of a sudden I look in the sky was full of fucking enemies.
And did
It
you
was
get wrecked?
fucking terrifying, bro. It was so scary.
It's
But
bad.
right now, it's not too bad right now. It's
If you're by yourself, it's bad.
if you're by yourself, it's pretty rough.
So wait,
but-
how does this work? Does the whole game evolve together for?
Yeah, so every player is working towards the same goal. that is a planetary map, basically, and you are fighting in this giant war where every person's match goes to the big score of the game.
Yeah.
And then there's a guy who works at this company, and he's the game master, and he gives us orders, and like he changes up the plans, and he makes new events, and he like changes things around. And he
It's like D&D, but like not as.
but
fun.
like but like this massive like game version of it, and it's just been so
Sounds
fun.
really cool.
It's been
It's
so
really
fun
fun.
recently. Yeah, like it's
Is it like first person shooter?
You can make
Third
it first
person.
person.
Oh.
it's kind of like it's mostly third over the shoulder kind of look, but like kind of like Gears, I'd say. It's
Yeah.
very or if you've ever played the exact gameplay it has. If you've ever played Metal Gear Solid 5, it is the exact gameplay
Oh,
from
that's
that.
cool.
Literally the exact gameplay.
Yeah.
Metal Gear
Like
Solid.
pretty much on the dot, kind of.
Yeah, it's really close.
Man.
That game really reminds me of Halo and Battlefront. And,
Yeah,
and
I mean the ODSTs are obviously the inspiration of the Helldiver. You look at a Helldiver from the Helldivers 2, they look like an ODST does.
yeah.
Like that's very much the inspiration for it.
great,
And
dude.
it's also very, very we've talked about it the first time I talked about it, but it's also just Starship Troopers. It's based off of Starship Troopers.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
and
So-
Terminator. I
And
feel
Terminator, 100%.
like.
Yeah, like it is just a mashup of all these ideas in this like really big fun. It's just been a blast so far.
It's a great
So
game.
I love talking about it. It's so fun.
And it's
yeah.
only $40.
It's only $40. Yeah, it's not a full price.
So
game.
I've been
It's
playing a
just-
game where you attack bugs. Y'all ever play Earth Defense Force?
Dude, I gotta get into it. I want to play EDF.
Yeah, so this game you attack giant ants, and they just start running at you through a city.
Yeah, no, EDF is cool. What are you playing? EDF 2017?
Yeah,
Have you been playing it recently?
I just started playing it yesterday.
Is that one multiplayer?
I don't know.
I might hop on.
They were free with gold a while ago. This game's from 2006.
Oh,
Damn.
Yeah.
it's just called 2017 because it's like supposed to be
It's supposed to be
futuristic.
in 2017.
They have one that's called like 2020 something too, I'm pretty sure.
That's crazy. They didn't go that far for the whole future thing. They reached 10 years. Now that's 6 years in the past, 7 years.
I don't think this is a multiplayer game.
There's
Oh, it's
there's
on the
a
Switch
Oh wow.
and the PS Vita.
yeah, there's a
Wow.
it's
Forgot
really
about that.
funny. There's a really old Godzilla movie I watched recently. It was like in the far future of 1995. I was like, oh shit. The movie was released in like
Oh,
70.
It's only
like
split screen.
one.
Right.
So it's like
Yeah, that's always funny.
It's a
to
split
look back
screen
on.
game.
But it kind of ruins the whole perspective of
It
the movie.
ruins
Like,
the-
don't put any years in your
no,
title.
you gotta
for
put a
something.
real far out year
Because
if you want to do
people-
future
once
stuff.
that becomes like the present, it's like wow, this doesn't seem
1995.
cool and futuristic anymore. You're literally talking about the
2015,
past
baby.
and it never happened.
Yep, 2015.
Dude, where's my hoverboard?
We
That's
had
all I'm
those
saying.
shitty
Where's my
ones on
hoverboard?
Mine
wheels.
died.
That exploded.
Mine
and
stopped
caught fire?
charging. Like the
Nah, I'm
battery
talking
just
about
died.
where's my fucking Back to the
Oh,
Future
real
hoverboard?
one.
Oh, we know we want a
It's
real one.
2024. Where's my hoverboard?
Right,
We
it
need
was
a
supposed
real
to be here
one.
a while ago.
Dude,
Yeah.
we just got
2015.
the lacing shoes recently. Like, what the fuck?
Nuh-uh. That was a while ago.
I was saying, like,
Yeah.
I mean, within the last 10
recently,
years.
compare like past the date of it though,
Yeah.
when it was supposed to
We
happen.
haven't gotten what Jaws
Bullshit.
13 or something like that.
Yeah, whatever. Hey, the Cubs did win the World Series though in
That did
20.
A year late,
2015.
but still,
It was still close.
it was still close enough. All right, anything else you guys want to talk about? We should probably wrap it up soon.
No, I don't know.
Fuck Dan Schneider.
Fuck Drake Bell's mom.
No, thank you.
There's a reason she didn't show up to talk in that documentary.
Yeah.
Like, you dumb.
You dumb.
Bitch.
You done fucked up.
His dad knew what was good the whole time, and she
Don't
said,
touch
She
kids.
agrees.
I'm
How
just
about
gonna
that?
be totally
That's
ignore
what you
you're
gotta do.
saying.
That's the message.
I don't feel like we should have to say that. I don't feel like we
shouldn't have to say
don't
touch
have to.
I don't feel like that should have to be.
But like,
It should be known.
it should be known. But
Don't
like,
make kids give you massages.
Yeah.
When they don't want to. What the fuck is that?
Yeah, just be a decent person at the end of the
Yeah.
day. You don't have to be a good person.
I'm sorry, I
Just
remember-
be a decent person.
I was
on a
talking.
power trip.
I was
Be a normal
talking.
human.
Yeah.
The other day, I was talking with my friend. I was like, Guys, what if he wasn't there on Epstein Island for the massages? He was there to do the snorkeling and the jet skis. I promise. He wasn't there for anything else. He was just there for the snorkeling and the jet skis.
I didn't know he was. Dan Schneider was on Epstein.
No,
No.
I was just
Probably.
no. I was talking
I mean,
about
it would've
something else.
totally
I was talking
made
about
100,000%.
I was talking about
sense, but-
that. The context for that was somebody different, but I don't. But I was like, no, dude, he wasn't there to touch kids. He was there for the snorkeling. I promise, he wasn't there.
It's probably a fun resort to snorkel on.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, any island, maybe.
Guys, I promise,
Yeah,
like,
I've never
90% of the
been
people
other
there were
than
were
Vancouver.
pedophiles, but I was just there for the snorkeling. Like, what?
Alright, we should probably wrap
Yeah.
up. Alright, so, say the outro.
I'm pretty sure that's an Always Sunny joke.
It probably
It
is.
definitely is.
Alright, so.
Alright.
Remember to tip your delivery driver.
Oh, yeah, I got it. That's my thing.
Everyone just looked
Yeah,
at him.
we were all looking.
I was waiting for
I was wondering. Remember to tip your delivery driver.
Yeah.
Especially if it's a